To our lesson today. Today we are going to continue from number 17. From number 18. Number 18 reads, D varies jointly as S and T. So if we write that D varies jointly as S and T, that is the variation expression. And if you change that into an equation by introducing a constant, it will be D is equal to KST. Part B says find the value of K given that D is equal to 24 when S is equal to 4 and T is equal to 2. So from that equation we're going to substitute D, S and T. D is equal to 24, K and S is equal to 4 and T is equal to 2. Here you're going to have 8K being equal to 24. If you divide both sides by 8, you get 3 is equal to K. So K here is equal to 3. Part C says find the value of T given that D is equal to 50 and S is equal to 10 using the value of K in B above. So the equation now will look like this. D is equal to 3ST because we're going to substitute K since we have the value of K now. So now D is equal to 50 and S is equal to 10. Now we can find the value of T. 50 is equal to 30. T, if you divide both sides by 30, you're going to have 5 over 3 being equal to T, and 5 over 3 is 1 and 2/3. So you can say here T is equal to 1 and 2/3. And we move on to number 19. So I'm just going to erase everything that was here so that we can answer properly. Number 19 says the universal set has subsets A and B such that the number of elements in the universal set is 45, number of elements in A is 25, number of elements in set A prime intersection B is 9, and number of elements in A intersection B is equal to the number of elements in A union B prime. So here I'm going to draw a Venn diagram which represents the universal set. So all the elements here inside the universal set are 45, and we're going to draw two sets with an intersection, that is A and B. So from the information that we've been given, we know that all the elements inside set A are 25. But this 25 also includes what is in the intersection. But then this part says if you consider everything that is outside set A, where it intersects with set B, but outside set A, which is this part here, there is 9 elements there. There is 9 elements there. So I'm going to fill in here and write 9. And we already know that inside set A we have 25, including this part and this part. We have 25 elements, right? But then the last part here says number of elements in the intersection, which is this part here, is equal to the number of elements inside that part. But okay, if we now know everything inside set A union B is 25 and 9, what is outside that? Then we can subtract 25 elements in set A and we remain with 20, and then so it means outside these two sets we have 20. Sorry. So we have subtracted elements of A. Now we are going to subtract this 9 again. So we subtract 9 and we end up with 11. So everything inside these two sets, which is set A and B, is equal to 11, right? And they said the intersection, this part which says the intersection, number of elements inside the intersection of A and B is also equal to 11. So I'm going to erase this and write 11. So this 11 is also part of the 25. So we're going to say 25 minus 11. 25 minus 11, and you're going to end up with 14. So here I'm going to erase this part and write 14. So this is how you represent your answer as a Venn diagram. Okay, now we move on to part B. Part B says find the number of elements in set B. So set B, so all the elements in set B is equal to 9 plus 11, because we're considering everything here inside set B. So it's 11 plus 9, and you get 20. So n number of elements in set B is equal to 20. Okay, so here let me just rub these things so that you have a clear set. So here 11, yeah, like that. Okay, so now we move on to number 20. Number 20 says given that the function of x is equal to 3 over x plus 2, but x is not equal to minus 2, or x cannot take the value minus 2, because once you put minus 2 here, you have an undefined number or undefined fraction. So now we are being asked to find the value of find a when for f at minus 1. So what it means is when x is equal to minus 1, what will be the value of this function, right? So here I'm going to write that function. So we're saying where there is x, you're going to put minus 1. So here we say 3 over, and in the place of x you write minus 1 plus 2, and here you're going to have 3 over 1, because minus 1 plus 2 is equal to 1, and your final answer is going to be 3. So you write 3 there. Okay, we move on to part B. Part B says find the value of x for which f at x is equal to minus 3. So what we have here, the original expression is f at x is equal to 3 over x plus 2. So now they are saying this part here, they are saying this part here is equal to minus 3 over 4 like that. So now we can do cross multiplication here, and you take here the numerator to be minus 3 and you multiply it with this. So cross multiplication, we're saying this multiplies by that and that by that. So here it's going to be 3 times 4. Okay, so now we're going to solve this equation. This is minus 3x minus 6 equal to 12. You can make x positive by taking it to the right hand side, and here you're going to have minus 6 minus 12 being equal to 3x. I'm going to write it on this side. Minus 18 is equal to to 3x, and if you divide both sides by 3, you're going to have minus 6 being equal to x. So x is equal to minus 6. Thank you so much for watching. That's all I had for you today. See you in the next lesson.